Hey friends, I'm just filming a video using some new makeup items that I picked up recently. So if that sounds good to you, of course you can keep watching. I don't really have anything juicy to share. It's literally Labor Day weekend and I've been struggling with being home but not just doing 100 things. My house is so messy right now. It's so bad, and my husband, he's great. Let's start off with that. He's great. He is usually good about giving me breaks, but we've just started a new routine because my older girl is going to preschool, and it's just been kind of a reshuffling. We haven't really talked about it. We need to like reprioritize our budget. And I'm just like taking it upon myself to feel like I don't need my babysitter, or like I can't really afford to have my babysitter come. But I really haven't talked to my husband about it, and we're trying so hard to be clear. It's so crazy how hard it is for me to just clearly tell him what I want, what I need. And I put these really wild expectations on him that he should be a mind reader, which he is not. Anyway, all that to say, it's Labor Day weekend. We've been doing things constantly with the kiddos, and today's Monday, so he finally took him to the splash pad. And then I think he just wanted to share, but he called me and told me how his water bottle had spilled and all of his stuff was soaked. And I was like, are you telling me this because you want me to come rescue you? So I'm already frazzled. But anyways, this skin tint, oh my gosh, I feel beautiful with the skin tint on. My skin is just like skinning, but it doesn't look like I have a boatload of makeup on. I'm really excited. So I actually picked this up kind of late to the game. I was curious about it, but I didn't want to buy it. But then I did buy it because Sephora was having like a Rouge appreciation sale. So this is the Armani Skin Tint Long Wear and Care Skin Tint, and it's 30 ml, 1 fluid ounce. I have it in the shade 11, and yeah, this is from Armani. So it retails for $49, quite pricey. Golden Hour 24-hour lightweight skin tint with hyaluronic acid. And it says on here, it's light coverage, a skin tint that immediately plump smooths and illuminates skin, delivering buildable coverage with a weightless texture and glowing finish. It's a radiant finish liquid product. It's got vitamin C in it, bunch of stuff. I'm super impressed, actually. I was not expecting to be that blown away by it. I did put on a little bit of Cool Feet concealer because the eye bags are always eye bagging. But yeah, I was just gonna say it's always a struggle, and I'm like sitting here thinking I was gonna skip episode 32, and then next week I won't be able to film because I'll be out of town. So I was like, okay, I don't want to miss like an episode if I can help it. I have free time, let me film. So that's what I'm doing, and it's taking everything in me to not run upstairs and like clean up my house because it's also my mom's birthday. And instead of going out to dinner, we told her that we would just grill because it's such a perfect day to grill, and we haven't really done a lot of grilling this summer. So I know when she comes over, she's just gonna be like wanting to clean my house for me, but also I really don't care that much. Like, it's just like stuff, you know, it's just kids making messes. It's not like there's funguses growing in my kitchen. But moms, at least my mom, I shouldn't generalize because I'm sure there's moms that don't judge their kids when they come over. I feel like I need to take my spare time and clean my house, which I'm not going to do. I was like, nope, I'm gonna film my video, I'm gonna do my makeup. I washed my hair, I blow dried it, I put color wow in it, things that I like just never feel like I have the time for. So really trying to slow down, give myself a little bit of like mental peace. So I don't know if this is relatable to you guys, but I definitely feel like it's so easy to get caught up in like the rat race of social media and thinking like everybody's life is so perfect, but really it's just regular. It's just regular people doing regular things. So I wanted to do another look with the Broken Jewels palette because it's been such a hit for Dede Signature and I'm so happy. I think I saw the owner posted that Fearless Holiday was their best-selling palette and then this one kind of blew that one out of the water. So I'm really excited for them. I've already done 2 looks. So I did like a look with this blue section and I did a neutral look with this one that I really liked. It was my last new makeup releases video, and today I was like, let me switch it up and film with another palette. But then I thought, since this palette is so good for Dede Signature and I love supporting them, let me use this row and create a green look, which is what I really wanted to do to begin with. I wanted to create a green look with this palette, but I was like, let me push myself, let me do something different because I always do green. But now I'm like, you know what? The time has come to do a green eye look with this palette. I don't know if I'll do a 4th look and use like the more cool toned row, but never say never. I think that Cryptine Cosmetics is sending me their new palette, the green one. I can't remember what it's called, but we're going to talk about it in new makeup releases, which you would have already seen because I usually post my get ready with me's after that. But that green palette, I'm pretty sure they told me they were sending it. I feel like for some reason where I live, their PR just takes longer to get to me, but honestly, I'm just so grateful because I've loved that brand for so long and it's just really cool to be able to work with a brand that you really enjoy. So I'll keep you guys posted. I think they are still shipping to the US. I know some brands are still trying to figure it out. I saw that maybe the Demins, whatever that law is called, maybe got appealed and something's happening. So maybe there's hope still. Anyway, okay, so this shade of green is really pretty. I was trying to like blend it, but honestly this brush was kind of driving me nuts. So I'm just gonna put that down and I'm gonna take the shade Toxic Gleam, which, I mean, you guys know, it's like my kind of color. It's like a baby poop green. And I'm taking the Singe brush and I'm just gonna put it in the crease and blend, of course. So when you guys see this, update me how your Labor Day weekend was. Did you guys have fun? I feel like the sales are so quiet this time. I mean, I know some brands are having sales, but I don't feel like a lot of brands are having sales. It really kind of, I think, shows where things are headed at the moment. Which, I mean, I'm glad that my money is kind of staying in my bank account. But I was definitely expecting like Target to have a sale. You know, usually they do like all their clothes or all their kids' clothes like 40% off, and this time it's like select items 30% off. I'm like, okay, it's not needing anything that bad, I guess, but I did pick up some cute little like sweater vest type things because I love the sweater vest trend. And I picked some up, but I feel like now it's really hit mainstream and so many of my favorite retailers are doing sweaters. I don't know why. I love how the green looks on this eye. This one, I don't know if this brush was dirty, but it got so much grayer, which I don't love for me, but anyway. And then I'm going to take Golden Shard, which is like a duochrome shade in this palette, and I'm going to put it all over the lid, and hopefully I'll be able to fix the outer corner once I start working on the lower lash line. I also should probably clean some of my brushes. I am running low on clean brushes that are my favorites. This is that yummy, sticky, foily shimmer formula, so I'm excited about that too. These shadows are so foily, which I love, and they stay on for me, which is so great. Look at how, oh my god, I barely dipped my brush in and the pigmentation is unreal. So I posted a life update last week and I was telling you guys about how I'm taking my citizenship test, which I don't know if a lot of you are familiar with it. I'm not really either, but it's so funny because you have to take like a test and it's all these like civics questions, and I think I said in my last video that I didn't grow up here, so I don't know a lot of American history, like dates and stuff, and so it's been so funny to like learn it and try to remember things. Some stuff is like general knowledge, like what ocean is on the East Coast, what ocean's on the West Coast, like stuff like that. It's not terrible. Old history questions of why did they fight the Civil War? If not it, listen, I'm not even wording the questions right, but it's a good time. And I've seen people like joke about how they'll like quiz their friends on the American citizenship test because they say like a lot of Americans, like people that were born here, don't even know the answers some of the time. So anyway, I need to make time to study for that. I haven't really been doing a good job, but my husband, he's really into trying to code. So he actually made a like some kind of program on his laptop because he said his test is the only one he could find online where it wasn't a multiple choice quiz, because they don't give you multiple choice. I think it's like a verbal test. Like the person asks you like 10 questions. You get 10 questions and you have to get 6 of them right. So if you get more than 4 wrong, you fail, and I don't know what happens to you. So yeah, but listen, failure is not an option here because I'm not gonna go through this again. Well, I will, of course, if I have to, because I want to be a citizen of the country that my kids are citizens of. But I'm like, what the heck? I don't want to fail. So I need to do that too. These Kaleidos eyeliners are so good. Look at how pretty that is. It's a multi-chrome and it goes so perfectly with the eyeshadows on my eyelids right now. So let's go ahead and finish up the lower lash line. I did get a bit of fallout on my eyes, on my under eyes, which is not ideal, but we will survive. And I really loved my look that I did with this palette when I used the shade Opal Dust in the inner corner. I think I might do that again, but actually let's do that first. I was gonna say I'll do that last, but usually it helps to use the lightest color first so that the brush is still relatively clean. So I have been paying attention to Becca Bloom recently, Anna Alonso, and she made a video about Becca Bloom because she has like this series called Influencer Insanity, and she was talking about how people are really into Becca Bloom. And so now she's kind of on my radar, and I think I started following her on Instagram. And then I watched a different creator that I don't always watch also make a video about her. And then I think the algorithm caught wind of me listening to content on Becca Bloom. And so I was getting fed her content. And now I'm seeing this in front of my phone. So I'm sure my Instagram's going to blow up. But I think I saw that it's going to be her wedding soon, or like, I think the last post from like 8 hours ago as I'm filming this on Labor Day said, the next time you see us, we're going to be married. And I am just so fascinated by the internet's fascination with her, because I guess she's like generational wealth and she doesn't need to be an influencer. Like she doesn't need to be an influencer to get access. Like she actually has the backing to be able to just get into, you know, high street like jewelry and all of the things. The only reason I know what high street jewelry is I think the show, what was it called? Was it called Crazy Rich Asians? The actual like Netflix reality show. They talk about high street jewelry on that show, I think, and maybe Crazy Rich Asians just in general, but I think she seems really cool. And then when I watch people speculate on why she does what she does, I'm like, wait, is this like some kind of AI thing that we're all getting like tricked into? Like the conspiracy theorist in me is like, is this some kind of weird like social experiment and we're all getting got by like mega brands? I have no idea, but eye look is done, which is very exciting. I do have some new things to play with. I think I'm going to give up on trying to make this CL blush work. I really wasn't impressed by it at all. But I did try Audacity's SPF Color Bomb blushes. They sent me a shade which I thought was too light, but I really liked Sienna Rose on me. And then they also sent me Bronze Jolie. So I think today I can try this one. It was really nice and pigmented, the sienna shade. So I'll give this a try too. I mean, I really appreciate this brand taking my feedback and being like, oh, we'll send you different colors. Maybe some of these other shades we have might work better. So I'm gonna put this on, and it was so pigmented and it lasted really nicely, the rosy shade. So I want to try this one as well. Is this my favorite cream blush of all time? I would say no, but I appreciate a brand trying. I will say that. And yeah, I also have the new Milk Makeup Mascara, which we can try out. And I'm so excited because I love Milk Makeup. And I also got the new Kulfi lip balm, which is so good. I actually put some on before I started filming this video. I didn't think I was going to get it in PR, but I got it because they didn't send me, was the primer that they came out with a while back. And so I was like, uh-oh, got myself kicked off of that PR list. But this blush is super cute. And then I'm just going to use the YSL highlighter because honestly, I'm too lazy to look for anything else right now. And I don't really know how much kid-free time I have today. So I want to get this filmed, but I'm sorry. I'm just kind of blabbering and I'm hoping that somebody will enjoy this. I feel like, you know, it's like doing makeup with your friends. And like, do we have to make everything like the most? Do we have to do the most? Do we have to make everything so like clickbaity and sensational? Like, can I just be happy if a video gets 300 views and know that maybe some of you or most of you walked away with some level of satisfaction? Yeah, I think I can. So there's that. But yeah, let me show you guys this Kulfi. This is so cute. So this is the Lip Snack Glossing Lip Balm. And I know they have other shades. This one is made in Korea. And it's so comfy. And the tube very much looks like the Summer Fridays. It even has that like rubber tip. But I love this. So I picked the shade Chai. They have some other shades. And to me, this genuinely smells like chai. Like, I haven't eaten it, so I don't know if it tastes like chai, but the flavor, they like nailed it. And it's not like overpowering chai, and it's not like a sticky lip balm. It's actually one of my favorite formulas. I really like the Milk Makeup ones. The Summer Friday ones I feel like are less balmy feeling than these ones. This feels really nice, and I love the sheen, and I love that it's just something less mainstream. I feel like the Summer Friday bombs have gotten so popular, so I'm so happy to have something that's a little less well known because it feels a little bit more special. So these Kulfi lip balms are launching on the 5th, and these come in other shades. So we have Watermelon Sherbet, we've got Vanilla Sponge Cake, Coconut Chum Chum, which is a sheer neutral pink. That sounds yummy. Black Forest Cake. Okay, so I'll definitely have to get Black Forest Cake, which is a sheer berry brown with a cherry chocolate cream scent, and Coconut Chum Chum sheer neutral pink with a milky coconut scent. That sounds lovely. And then I saw people getting this in PR. So this is the Milk Big Hit Lifting and Volumizing Mascara. And it says it's a clean, buildable, volumizing mascara for intensely fuller, thicker looking lashes that won't flake, clump, smudge, or droop for up to 12 hours, which sounds just up my alley. And I love a new lash curler. I love lash curlers. So I'm so excited that they sent me one because I always love having a new one. So let me open this quick. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, this looks like a pretty standard lash curler, but it has this cute little like milk detail on it. And since they sent it to me, I'm gonna try it out and see. I'm so used to my Shiseido one now that it feels really like alien to put on a different lash curler. And I'm not gonna lie, the letters, the milk letters being there in black makes it really hard for me to see my lashes because my lashes are black. But let's go ahead and try this out and see. I love the packaging, of course. It's green, and we've got a pretty bristly wand here. So the brush doesn't look like it's a silicone or like plastic wand. It definitely has some bristle to it, and it feels quite thick when I push the brush in. So I'm just gonna do one little coat here. My mirror needs a cleaning. So you can see this side has one coat. I feel like I could definitely make this more intense, but I just went in with a light layer, and then this is my natural lashes. So you can see the side by side, and I'm gonna wait for this to dry, and I'm gonna do a coat on this side, and then we'll do a second coat on this lash and see if we can amp it up. Usually I don't do more than 2 coats on my lashes, and I'm totally realizing I forgot to do my bottom lashes, so let me do all of that real quick. Okay, so I give this side a coat of mascara, so now I'm gonna add a second coat to the first lash set that I did, and we'll see. I really like how it's separating my lashes, but I feel like it's really not thickening them up as much as I thought they should, like from the way they claim that it will, but I'm also trying really hard not to like smear it all over my eye look. Okay, so what do we think? Here's 2 coats, here's 1 coat. Personally, I think for $29, I'm not sure if this is gonna be like the most life-changing mascara out there. It's nice. It didn't make my lashes too clumpy, which makes me happy. I'd rather them be separated and less dramatic. I also like the brush. It's not too intense. I feel like sometimes I really hate when brands create these like over-the-top brushes, and I don't remember liking the Kush mascara that much, like the original one in the silver tube. So I feel like this is a improvement, but I'm also not gonna be willing to spend $30 of my own money on this, unless of course over time, because this is very much a true first impression, over time, maybe if I fall in love with it, I will update you guys. But for now, I'm like, meh, it's fine. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and finish up this makeup look, find some earrings, and I will be right back to show you guys how it all came together. Okay, so here is the finished look. What do you guys think? I think it turned out great, and I really had fun testing out some of these things. It wasn't that hardcore of like a testing new makeup video, but I did pick some of this stuff up recently from Sephora, and to have some Sephora items sent to me was really cool. I really enjoyed this Armani skin tint. Of course, I need to wear it, but so far I'm really impressed, because usually with skin tints, sometimes they're too glowy, sometimes they're too SPF-y. I don't know how long this will last, but I just feel like it looks really good on my skin, so I'm very excited to continue with that. This Kulfi is a win for me. This is like my second day using it, and I've been really enjoying. Mascara, I'm still unsure about. I feel like I could get the same look with the drugstore mascara, so and their eyelash curl is pretty mediocre. Reminds me a lot of the Sephora collection eyelash curlers I used to buy, so it's interchangeable. I think my Shiseido one is a little bit nicer. And then this Dede Signature palette, this is now the 3rd time I've used this, and I've been really enjoying it. So if you get a chance, if you've been interested, grab it. I feel like there's not a lot of good indie makeup that's also like under $60 these days, and I feel like the success of this palette speaks to the fact that it's an interesting color story, the formula is really nice, and also it's affordable, which I feel like is hard to come by these days with indie brands. So you can check it out. I do have a code with Dede. It's KH Makeup. And I know they also did restock the Fearless Holiday palette if you've been wanting to get your hands on that. But yeah, just wanted to try some makeup. Just wanted to chat with you guys. It's nothing serious. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day wherever you are, whatever you're doing. And I will see you hopefully in another video very, very soon. Bye, friends.